Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick it away to get this game going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of. And yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. That ball snagged for a completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
He's going to hand this off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. A running play called on 4th down. The Huskers' offense is on the move now.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. To throw, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looking right, this one caught. And tackled there by the defense.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. You missed it. Field goal, no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
This line getting set up. It's our first down play. On the ground, it's Daniels. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And they'll use the ground game here. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up. They'll run it to the right side. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
At the 38-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Nebraska 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Cornhuskers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To the air, it's Raiola. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Makes the grab on the move. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Going to throw for it on third and goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Huskers. This quarterback on fire today. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Gets made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And now the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. And he cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And it's caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
It's a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Oh, that one's picked off. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now here comes the flea flicker. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskers will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. To throw, it's Lagway. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Offense in hurry-up mode. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. The spin move. Brought down after a big gain in the first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
He's going to pull it down and run. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there. Now it's second down here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Not able to connect, incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Lagway. And this time it's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Now rolling out to his left. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the catch, and we're able to get him down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This quarterback on fire today. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Cornhuskers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a quick catch. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. So here we go, 4th quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On 1st down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hey, I can understand the play call here, backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, but you got to be careful of being too conservative, because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
2nd down here. Time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. At the RPO, caught to the right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter, trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here in the 4th quarter, they must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down. Needs this. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So now we'll have a field goal. It's at one of the biggest moments of this game so far. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that one's straight down the middle. And the ball game is tied heading down the home stretch.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab, and it's good for a first down to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. Chance for the quarterback to make some magic here. Last drive, time ticking away. He tosses it back. He's running out of time here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Goes out of bounds after an excellent run, but not enough to pick up the first down. And the Gators will have to kick this away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Running it back, it's Brown. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes our first play of overtime. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right.
It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score Nebraska 31, Florida 24.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Gators move into the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
The back's got it on the pitch. And he'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Daniels. Moving right through the contact. Run down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
So here comes a crucial third down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. And now the defense calls timeout, trying to get organized and come up with a stop here in overtime. So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. Trying for a 4th down completion. caught. Can he get in? And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Watch the spin move. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Quick pass. The catch is made. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Gain of 10. Offense facing fourth down.
And the offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. Hand off to the single back.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The Gators will have first and 10 here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Trying for a pick six to win the game. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. And he takes it all the way back. A pick six to win it in overtime. Unforgettable finish. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.